Hello all, in this video I'm going to explain how to draw front view, top view, side view from isometric view. Okay, so this will be helpful for students, those who are in the engineering graphics or those who want to have a general idea about how these three views are formulated. Okay, so firstly I'm just opening the AutoCAD. Make sure you have selected AutoCAD ISO. So then make sure that units are by typing on the command window units. Make sure the units are set to millimeters and change the precision to 0.00 and click OK. Now I will check the basic settings as the ortho and object snap should be on. Okay, so then I will click on these three dots and make sure that dynamic input is on. Okay, so I will show you the isometric view. So firstly I am starting with this base red line. So I am calculating the length of that line, which is 48 plus 35 plus 22. So the diameter is which is 105. Okay. So I am starting to draw that line from a random point. Make sure you are starting with ortho on. So I have to close this and make this ortho on. Now I can directly type the value, which is 105, and hit enter. And then hit enter. Okay, now I got that line. It is of very small because I have not set the limits. Okay, that is not required. I can zoom in using the mouse mouse middle roll. Okay, so now I have to go upwards. So that I have done. Now I have to move to the left side. So this line, so the dimension of this line is 22. So I'm showing it here. So 22, which is the radius of the circle, plus 35, which is 57. Okay, so I have to position the line. Then after typing 57, I have to hit enter. Now this much I have completed. This red marking I have completed. Now I have to draw this vertically upwards line, which I have marked here in red. The dimension of that is 34 is the 37 is the total height minus the 15 for the small thickness portion. So that is 22 will come. So you can also pause and see that dimension. Okay, so identifying the dimension is very important. So at the starting I have not selected the line, I have selected polyline option. Okay, so polyline means I can complete this full thing, a combination of arc as well as line. Okay, so I'm doing it accordingly. I'm right clicking and selecting arc as well as line and adding the dimensions and completing the view. Okay, so now I have to draw the circle. So I have selected the circle center radius circle. So to convert it to diameter, I have typed D and hit enter. Now I am typing the diameter and then hitting enter. I will get the required circle. Okay. Now I have completed the basic front view. Now I need to draw the XY line, which I am doing it right now. Hello. Now I have drawn the XY line. So after this, I am projecting these endpoints to the top view. Okay. So firstly, I am projecting it. So I cannot able to track, as you have already observed. So for that, what I am doing is I am going to snap setting and make sure this object snap tracking is on, or else you can type F11. Okay, so both will do. So what I was trying to do, okay, so this is what is snap tracking. So I have to get like this without drawing the lines. Okay, so for that only I have shown you by the snap, and make sure that object snap tracking is on, or you can use F11. So these two are like dimension lines, so I'm making it a different color to have, sorry, the projection line, so I'm making it a different color. Okay, so I am completing the top view first line. Now I have to see the uh, total width. So I'm just moving the XY line and making the object rest on the XY line like this. Okay, now I have to see the total width, which is basically 44. So you can observe there. Okay, so I'm typing 44 and hitting enter. Now I'll use a snap tracking and complete the outer box like this. So now I'm completing this arch portion. Now this arch, when I look from the top view, it will be seen as two rectangles. Okay, so the thickness is 11. So I'm typing that and hitting enter. So then I'm completing it here. Now I need to mirror it. So for that I need the center line. So I'm actually total width is 44. So I can use also other command. So I will type 22. I will get the center line like this. Okay, I'll make the center line like this. Then about the center line, I will take the mirror option. Then select the object. After selecting the object, I will hit enter. Then I will select this center line. Okay, two endpoints of the center line. Then hitting enter will do. Okay, so I have deleted the center line which I don't want. Now I have to draw the slot which is there. For that, I am based on the dimension and moving to that point. This is basically the center line of the slot, which you can see here. So I am using polyline for this entire slot because it is considered consisting of arc as well as so this basically I'm getting the endpoint of that slot. Okay, so like this I'm getting the endpoint of the slot. I'm deleting the um, positioning lines. So these lines I have used to get that point. Okay, so this also now I don't want. No, this line I don't want. I'm clicking and deleting. Now I can draw the firstly I'm going to draw this line, then arc, then line like that. So that can be drawn by using polyline. So first I'm drawing that. So that distance is basically 18. So I'm typing 18 and hitting enter. Now I will right click. I will get only line now. See, I will right click and select this arc option. Arc diameter is again 18. So I will type 18 and hit enter. Now this full depth I will okay, I will take that 18 again and I will right click and select this arc option and complete the slot like this. Now that circular portion is there, I will use circle, then trim the not required parts. So these parts I will trim. Okay, then this projection line I'm just extending it to meet the top view like this. So using object snap tracking, I will getting that. A yellow dot, sorry, green dot will correspond to snap tracking. Okay. Now I will draw the other line which is separating the front view top view from the side view. Okay, so I'm just projecting these lines to get the width automatically on the side view. Okay, so I'm just projecting these lines. So I can either use arc to get this to the. I'm just changing the color by using the match properties option. I'll first select the line, then touch on match property, then touch on the required lines. Okay, so I'll draw the 45-degree line to get the dimensions to the side view. So what I will do is I will turn off the ortho, then I will position the line above XY line, then use tab option to get the option to the angle option, then hitting enter. Okay, again I will show. So I will position like this. I will use tab so that my dialing is on angle option, then hit 45 and hit enter, like that I'm doing. So I will trim off the lines which is coming above the XY line like this. So then I will using match property option, I will change the color of these projection lines. Okay, so this is to avoid confusion. I'm using track. Okay, I will use track option from downwards. Okay, so like this. Like this, I will complete the side view. So I'm deleting the original line which I have drawn, which is not required actually. Then I will draw it as a projection line. Then I will use the match property option. I will select this line and click on match property, then click on the required line. Okay, so that I will match the color option. So whichever property is there, you can match. Okay. Now I'll project these slot points. So again, for here, what I will do, I will position it above the XY line, tab option, then 45, then hitting enter. Again for this also, I will get it up to here, then position it above XY line, use tab option, 45-degree, hitting enter. Okay, now I will trim the portion which is coming XY line. So then firstly I will match this projection lines so to avoid confusion. Okay, so then trim these points. Now I will use ortho. So this will correspond to the that arch portion which was there in the front view. Okay, so I need to take the projection from front view also to complete. So instead of drawing the line like that, I can use track option. So I will use track option from here. So then click here and then click on the other end. Okay, then I will trim off these 2 points. So my basic side view is obtained. Trim this portion also. Okay. Now I will load the dotted line to represent the hidden edges. Okay, so this ISO dot you need to select and click OK. So then click OK. Then once you draw the line, now you can select it. So these circles will be seen as dotted lines. Okay, inside because it is hidden, you cannot able to see. In this portion also, I'm using track option. Okay. You can also directly draw like this and trim off the inside part like this. I'll hit escape to come out of the command. Then I am selecting these 4 lines and changing from bilayer to the dotted line. Okay. I will also change the color later. Okay. So okay. Maybe I'll change the color now. So below it not visible. I'll go for red. Okay. Now this circular portion also will come as dotted lines in the top view. So I'm not getting the track option correctly. Okay. Okay, so I'm just drawing the line, then I'll trim off the non-required parts. I will use match property option and select these lines. Okay, these all lines are not okay. I have to use that inside 2 lines only. Okay, so these lines, okay, this one, this one, as well as this one. Okay, so this line will represent that through holes, hole, and it will be dotted lines. Now I need to project these lines. So I will turn off the ortho. Then position it above XY line, use tab option, then 45 degree, hit enter. Again for the other slot point. Here the ortho option will be very useful. After that you need to turn off the ortho. Then position it above XY line, use tab option, then 45 degree, hit enter. And trim off the non-required lines. So here, then after that you can draw that it has dotted lines. Firstly you will draw. So whenever you are drawing straight lines, make sure you have used a track option. Then whenever you want inclined lines, make sure you are offing that. So that is very important. So then I will use match property option. Select that line and click on match property and click on the required lines. Okay, these two. Okay, like this you can uh, change the using match property option to the all required lines. Okay, like this. Okay, this way the front view top side view is almost complete. Now I don't want this projection lines, I'm deleting it to have better visibility. All these projection lines I am deleting. So I don't have any confusion in deleting because I have previously given the correct color, so I can just delete these yellow lines. So that is the importance of giving correct color to the position lines. So again, here you'll have that in the front view also you'll see these lots as dotted lines. So that I'm doing. So I'll trim off the non-required points. Okay. So now I'll name the views as front view, top view, side view. That is only remaining. For that you need to go to text and select this multi-line text and draw a box. Then change the justification. Whichever justification you can use. I'm using middle sector. Okay. Then I'm naming it as front view. And click on close editor. Now instead of repeating the same thing, I can select this line and copy option. So it can be available under by right clicking, or it is available there. Okay, so select on that and hit enter, and then about that point you move downwards. Okay, you'll get it. Then hit on escape and rename by double clicking. Okay, so copy. Now after that I need to move it to the other side by copying, selecting, then hitting enter and moving to the side. So this is basically a left side view that will come on the right hand side. So this is basically left side. I'm naming it, and this is a short tutorial how basically using the basic tools and drawing the front view, top view, side view. Okay, thank you.